Welcome to Notre Dame Stadium, where they will shake down thunder from the sky to cheer on their Fighting Irish and hoping that plenty of echoes will reverberate in victory at the end of the game. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Trojans will get us underway with the opening kickoff. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking for a gap. It's Cook. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. This game known for thrilling finishes over the years, and the Fighting Irish pulled out a close one last season.
The Irish last year making a big statement, beating USC. What if you did it twice, Paul? Like winning the Jules Shillelagh twice, swinging your big hammer, swinging your big sword, beating the mighty USC 2 years in a row.
It means a lot to Notre Dame because we know they've got to recruit nationally, right? It's not all just coming from the state of Indiana. And California is a state that they want to tap into. And if they can win this game 2 years in a row, wow, that helps out their recruiting big time.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. And he makes the grab, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockne's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do it, it's the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
Going deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
You see it in football all the time, right? I get a matchup on the outside. You want to try to play man coverage? I'm going to let my wide receiver try to go up and make a play. A lot of times the wide receiver wins. Not this time.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Fox. And midfield, he's got room. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations at USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out, because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them there.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Good jet sweep pass. Got some room entered to the goal line. And they will score. Touchdown, Trojans. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Irish, back on offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, and it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the...
A huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. At the 35, he's open. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
We may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They can capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Looking to pass. It's Hobbs. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Quickly to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Power football with the run.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. He's looking to throw. Fires on the move. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. They're not only ready to fight on, they're ready to deliver knockout punches with plays like that.
Yeah, they typically are, and it's typically Hollywood scripts, right? Just beautiful playmakers, big bodies, fast bodies, highlight the famous celebrity quarterbacks. That's just what USC does.
Well, as soon as he got outside the pocket, the defense smelled blood in the water. Everybody started pursuing it. How about the big hit on the QB outside the pocket? At that point, he's a runner. He's not getting protected anymore. Nice job. He felt that one.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Moves around to clear up the vision. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are, and that's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick.
Headed to the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans. They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
They did, and don't call him a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you can tell the angles just get chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I better make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
To throw, it's Brewer. He fires to the left side. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Got some room to run. The 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, USC. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, you're doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back now.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quick handoff. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
USC 21, Notre Dame 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Cook. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. He's starting to get in touch with his inner Joe Montana as the Irish are moving the ball up top.
And I think that's always the question with the Irish every year is who's going to play quarterback. We know their brand and we know who they are, but are they going to get ballers at that position? Are they going to get a great Ian Book, a great Brady Quinn? That's the next step. And if they find that guy, Notre Dame can do everything they want to do and be great in college football.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. This rivalry nearly 100 years old now, guys, dating back to when Newt Rockne had made the Irish a power and Howard Jones had done the same for the Trojans.
So many names, and then if you go recent...
Oh, he dropped it! Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Used the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man all by himself. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He caught it! And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. Exceptional footwork to stay in bounds, and wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Pushes ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Up and over, Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive. He lets it fly. And that pass intercepted. Got room on the return. Smashes through. A dangerous cover man and a dangerous return man after the pick as he gets it all the way to the 44-yard line.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Using his legs, it's Cook. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. This will make Irish eyes smile because they're shaking down thunder from the sky with this running game.
Just pound, pound, pound. What are you going to do? Are you going to meet the physical challenge of the Irish because they're ready?
And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes.
Brings up 2nd down.
Negative play on 1st down. That's what a defense always wants.
29 Philly. 2-9.
Looking to throw, it's Brewer. They're working that left side. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Lasso. Hot.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. A 3rd and long coming up here. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd down, going up top. Stands in and takes the hit. And he makes the catch at the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. And he's dragged down. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6.
Green 25.
Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback keeps it. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Ready,
6 plays brought them here. Now number 7 on 3rd and goal.
Jackrabbit.
The hand to the running back. And they're able to get him on the ground.
4th down here. It's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arizona State is having its way offensively, just marching up and down the field at a breathtaking pace. They're up 14 over Colorado. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive.
17.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Here come the Irish back on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Offense in a bunch formation. Looking downfield, it's Brewer. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's picked off. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. How aggressive do they get?
That full throttle. Be aggressive. Try to get the touchdown here, man. Such great starting field position.
It's just going to take one play, right? They've got the weapons outside. Give a guy an opportunity to make a play in the end zone. Think about the momentum change that would create.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. They're trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, I think tonight, guys, this quarterback has got to play with a better sense of urgency. I mean, he had all night to throw this football, and he just never decided to get rid of it until it was too late. He got hit, and that forced the incompletion.
Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Trojans. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll run it from the gun. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensive, when you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan, I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
A completion, but not quite enough for the first down. Third down coming for this offense. Back to pass, it's Hobbs. He's going to run it. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end, nor for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously, you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll run play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls fall incomplete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And what a big play here, and the return takes it back inside the 25.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball.
After the short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good.
Still looking on the move. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate. Here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Unloads to the right. And that pass kicked off. And he's brought down, and his defense gets the ball back for its own.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. The quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get rounded up.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Dropping back, it's Brewer. He's right on target. Turns it on at midfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. After the short completion, it's now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. On target over the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. Just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years, was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden takes, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
Quarterback checking the play. Wide out in motion. Looking to throw it again. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Right down the middle. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
To the air, it's Hobbs. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Back to the ground game on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
USC 35, Notre Dame 17.
The Trojans look to keep this drive humming. The give to the back. Shows him the stiff arm. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep...
And into the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together, back to back to back. And they're...
Touchdown, Trojans! And the stomping has commenced. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good. Next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Here come the Irish back on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Pressure coming. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Here we go. Yankee blue. Yankee blue.
Back to throw, it's Jocelyn. A little screen to the running back. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip.
Cut it. Move.
He wants to throw. Now improvising. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
It's complete. And the defense will ride him out of bounds at the 3.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up fourth down.
Unloads quickly. And he will score! Touchdown, Irish! They'll try to tack one more on their score. Right down the boulevard. A 69-yard touchdown drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Fox. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Now on first down from the 28.
3:25.
To the ground. He's got it again. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quick pass on the jet motion. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it.
He'll take a deep shot here. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. They'll decline the penalty, and the touchdown will count. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a big play, 68 yards on the touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. Line gets set, first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. At the 35, he's got room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
And I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Going for it all. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody. And that one's going to be incomplete. He was throwing for the touchdown, but just couldn't get the foot down in bounds. One more play to pad the stats. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. He's got it. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer. And we're going to wrap this one up with the PAT. So the extra point is good, but it is of little consequence as this game is over. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
So that's going to do it for us.